The drama unfolding around Gervonta Davis has taken a strange, chaotic turn that feels more like a runaway tabloid storyline than the life of one of boxing's most electrifying fighters. As the whispers grew louder and the accusations piled higher, rumors began circulating that Gervonta was on the run from authorities after police reportedly failed to serve him. The papers needed to move forward with the battery allegations that halted the Jake Paul fight. To many observers, it was yet another wild chapter fueled by online chaos, where troll channels twist narratives and chase clicks, drowning out the truth in the noise of sensational exaggeration. Yet beneath the hysteria, the heart of the situation is far more complicated, more human, and more revealing about the brutal intersection of fame, expectation, and the relentless appetite of the internet. The story began with reports that Gervonta was being sued for battery, kidnapping, and several other claims after a confrontation involving a young woman at a club. The incident became a spark that lit an entire forest, spreading rapidly once Jake Paul publicly declared that he had seen a video of Gervonta punching the woman in the face, a claim that immediately stirred controversy. Many questioned how such a tape could exist when earlier reports insisted no video evidence of such an act had surfaced. As the confusion grew, a new piece of information emerged. There was video, but not of the striking visuals people imagined. The footage reportedly showed an unwanted touching, the legal definition of battery, and possibly a forceful removal from the premises. No visible injuries were documented, and no violent punch was captured on tape. The gap between what was claimed and what the evidence actually suggested became a breeding ground for misinterpretation, fueling the frenzy further. For every valid critique of Gervonta Davis, there are countless loud voices eager to tear him down, no matter the facts. He lives under a magnifying glass thicker than most, and anything that happens in his orbit becomes instantly amplified, dissected, and weaponized. Some channels that dedicate themselves to boxing commentary seem more invested in tearing down fighters than celebrating their craft. And in Gervonta's case, the negativity is relentless. But the reality is that no one truly knows the full truth of the situation yet. The official record confirms no injuries and no footage of a physical strike, leaving the world only with partial pieces of a story still under investigation. And until the courts decide, until the facts are fully evaluated, speculation only feeds confusion. What has made the rumors more absurd is the suggestion that Gervonta Davis is somehow on the run, dodging law enforcement like a fugitive desperately trying to disappear. Yet in the days these claims were spreading, Gervonta was out in public at a turkey giveaway he personally organized, surrounded by community members, teammates, and trainers at Upton Gym. Photos circulated of him smiling, engaging with people, and attaching himself to the very community he has uplifted for years. Anyone paying attention could see he was not hiding or avoiding anyone. He was living normally, moving publicly, and maintaining his presence in his hometown. The idea that he was fleeing authorities simply didn't align with reality. It was a narrative crafted by those desperate to turn a complex legal matter into a circus act for entertainment. But the core of the situation is serious. If Gervonta did what has been alleged, then he will face consequences. Because the legal system doesn't overlook these matters, especially when public figures are involved. Yet what makes situations like this more complicated is the space between reality and perception. A star as big as Gervonta attracts both genuine supporters and opportunistic detractors. There are people who root for him to succeed, people who want to see him fall, and people who see an opportunity to elevate themselves at his expense. And for someone with Gervonta's history, even a minor incident can be stretched into something much larger, twisted until the lines between truth and assumption disappear. That is the burden of public life, and the reason he must navigate moments like this with extreme care. He has already experienced how a single incident can impact not just his reputation, but also his financial future. The cancellation of the Jake Paul fight alone cost him millions. And depending on what the courts decide, the losses could accumulate. Even more serious than financial consequences is the possibility of probation violations or legal penalties if the situation escalates. These are real stakes that go far beyond internet gossip, and Gervonta knows it. Yet despite the seriousness, he continues to show up in public, to engage with his community, and to stand in the open while speculation swirls online. In the middle of all this, the accusations that he is hiding or running make little sense. Gervonta Davis is not some unknown figure capable of disappearing into the shadows. He is one of the most recognizable fighters in the sport, with lawyers, managers, and a full team whose job is to ensure he handles situations like this properly. There is no logical reason he would attempt to run from something that has not yet resulted in criminal charges, especially when his legal team could easily handle the situation through standard channels. The idea of him escaping to Mexico or dodging the law like a wanted criminal is nothing more than exaggerated storytelling, crafted by people eager to dramatize a personal crisis. Still, even as he remains visible, the circus atmosphere surrounding him refuses to fade. People add their own twists, assumptions, and embellishments. shaping the narrative into whatever fits their preferred version of events. Critics use it to tarnish him, trolls use it to mock him, and some simply use it as an excuse to generate views and engagement. Yet the truth remains buried beneath layers of speculation, waiting for the legal process to unfold. Gervonta Davis, for all his flaws, deserves exactly what every person deserves: due process, clarity, and a chance for the truth to emerge. As this story continues, the world watches with equal parts fascination and frustration. The only certainty is that the coming weeks will reveal more, whether through court documents, official statements, or the final outcome of the investigation. And until then, the noise will continue, swirling around one of boxing's brightest yet most controversial stars. Before you click away, share your take. Do you believe this situation is being exaggerated by online trolls? Or do you think Gervonta Davis is facing the consequences of a serious mistake? Should the boxing world wait for the facts, or has public opinion already gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breaking stories, deep analysis, and dramatic narratives from the world of boxing, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update.